This is a beginning bass tutorial for maybe a bass player in their first month, second month of playing bass for the song When Jesus Say Yes. Beautiful, fun song. We have a partner video that goes with this called the piano tutorial for When Jesus Say Yes. And before we get into it, I just want to review a couple kind of beginning type things. First is hand position for a bass player. Your wrist comes under like this. You never want to play like this, okay? Even though that's natural when you're starting, you want to move it under. And one finger per fret. And then just a review of some of the names of things, right? This is an E string, A string, D string, and G string. You got to memorize that. There's no shortcut there. And most of the song happens on the third fret. So let's review those names. This third fret of the D string is an F note, which is the first note of the song. C on the third fret of the A string, a G on the third fret of the E string. And your thumb on your right hand is moving also as your finger on your left hand is moving. So when you're playing the F, you put your thumb on this A string and then your middle finger over here on the D string, right? And you're plucking with your ring or mid or pointer finger, middle or pointer finger, and you kind of go like this. Your thumb jumps up to the E string while your finger jumps up to the A string. And then when you play the G, your thumb jumps up to the pickup. All right, so real simple. I'll just do it without my thumb. That's part one. And remember the rhythm is when Jesus, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. You see, I'm not going crazy. I'm not moving all around. It's very simple. That's section one. And then I'm Not Worried, that's section two. And for that, you have an even easier part as a bass player. Just holding down the rock bottom foundation. Boom, 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 boom. Like that. Or if you want it to be even more fun, just like that. Now, towards the end of that, we get into the only tricky part, which isn't that tricky. You're going to walk it down. The piano's going, because I know who's in con, and the bass is walking down while the piano's walking up. C, B flat of the first string of the A string, A flat, fourth fret of the E string, third fret of the E string on G, and then you end up on the F. Okay? So let's try that. So that when you get to that F minor add 9 chord for the piano, the bass is just going boom, 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 boom. Then it switches to the G minor 7 and you go up to the G. Now there's a couple fun things you can do to make it a little more interesting. You could go boom, boom, boom. What am I doing there? 1, 2, 3. I slide to the C, but then I quickly go to the octave, which is the F. Boom, boom, boom. C, F, C, F, F, F. And then to the second chord, the G minor 7. Boom, boom, boom. See, I'm using that one finger to hit 2 strings at the same time. And with my right hand, back and forth, right? Boom, 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 boom. You see how I snuck my thumb down to deaden the A string? Good. Now, you do that twice, the 3 hits to the 3 hits to the 3 hits to the 3 hits. And then when you're coming out of the I'm Not Worried section, it goes back to the beginning of the song. And what you do is when it's doing that, you're on the E, which is the second fret of the D string. Then you go to the beginning of the song again. So. That's what I was trying to show you. Another thing you can do to make it more interesting is when you're going into your F, the first note of the song, you can walk it up like a C scale walk up. C, D, E, F. See how I just put that in there? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 4 and 1. Another thing you heard me doing, if you were listening carefully, is a percussive thump. You're deadening the strings here. This is advanced, but some of you can do it. And with your right hand, you're going bop, bop, boom. So. All right, so that's the whole song in 3 sections. I hope you enjoy it.